Yo, what's going on, everybody? We are back with episode 1 of season 3 of the Quigley podcast. And this week, it's all things College Halo, man. We are back with another season of College Halo. We're super excited to have some new teams, some returning teams, some new faces, old faces, whoever they are. We've already seen some banger matches on the Twitch, on our live streams, whatever it may be. We're super excited to be getting back into that scene, but as well, we go into the competitive scene of Halo 2, right? Big events are going on right now with some opens, getting players ready and warmed up going into the DreamHack Birmingham event. And of course, as always, we yap about everything else that could possibly be on our minds. So if you're looking for that, keep watching this video. But we just appreciate the support as always. And yeah, I'll just let you guys get into it. Yo, what is going on, everybody? We are super excited to be back with another week of the Quigley podcast. You know, I just thought about it. In the middle of this intro, I just thought about it. I should really start remembering what week we're on so I can actually be like, yo, welcome back, guys, to such and such week of the Quigley. So I'll work on that for the next one. But in this one, it's just another week of the Quigley podcast. I'm once again joined by Banksy. A lot of news to talk about that I think he has. I don't really have much to talk about other than College Halo stuff. Maybe he has some more insight into things that I'm turning into a boomer, bro. I can't lie. Let's start with that, okay? I'm working so much. I don't have time to keep up with the new trends. I can't keep up with the kids nowadays, you know? I need to lower this down also.
Yeah.
But I can't. Like, it's insane. Like, so I need you to, like, give me the insider information, you know?
Well, right. It's actually kind of funny. How much I am like, hey Ben, did you hear about this? And you're like, I kinda heard about it. Right? Yeah, it's like what's going on. But we'll start off here with a little bit of HCS stuff happening. Right. This is kind of a little tidbit that's going on. We got our calendar that I go over that's posted on YouTube. We got some shorts there going over everything. Um, and then we've kind of touched on it before, but it's kind of officially like moving. Halo's moving in a lot of different ways, and it seems to be all community based. I mean, I get DreamHack. DreamHack is there, okay, but not a lot of HCS hands in DreamHack. But we have an event this Friday. We are recording this on Wednesday the 11th. So Friday the 13th, there's an event, and it is the Lucid and LVT.
Oh.
What? What do you think it was?
I thought you were about to say DreamHack Birmingham. I was like, already?
No,
Like, we just had the first open.
the second opens this weekend.
I was about to say, okay.
Yeah,
sorry, continue.
So Friday is this Lucid and LVT collabed, like, new evolution settings is what Lucid's calling the Evo settings. Essentially, it's a play on the words, right? You get the Bandit wanted to get brought into the game. It'd be called, Bandit Evo. And now we're getting where Lucid has gone into kind of all the maps that he thought needed something. And that means Live Fire, Recharge, Forbidden. All these maps that he thought needed something to make it more competitive, more grounding, and actually went into Forge, changed it. He changed what weapons spawn on the maps. So I think on Live Fire Evo, just to tease that one because it's been showed the most, is it's not the sniper. It's a shock rifle. And there's no longer a camo on the map. It's like things have been he got rid of the repulse down bottom mid. So like there are a lot of changes that he's doing. He's adding more skill jumps than ever. Right? And he's making a lot of changes. I mean, I know his forbidden skill jumps went viral, right? That bottom mid jumping across the map that I sent you. Yeah. I mean, that was a cool addition. But like it's something different as well. It has BR starts. All of his Evo maps are BR starts. To kind of give the year one or some adjustment. He did say though, if after this weekend, after this event, the BR starts aren't hitting on everybody's kind of like not feeling it, he would change it to bandit starts. But But the
Yeah.
maps are
For sure.
live. We could play them now if we wanted to for whatever, like eights or scrims or whatever. We could play the Evo maps.
I I think it would be really cool because I mean, like I told you earlier, like I really haven't had time to look into all this and like deep dive into. Like I want to try these maps. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about it. I've even seen people, and I'm not going to leak names, in some of our like channels that we're part of, saying like after they haven't played Halo for over a year now, probably they're like, okay, I might be back if these maps like get added to some sort of playlist or something. Like I feel like now is the opportunity where 343 or Halo Studios could be like, yo, Lucid, we see what you're doing, brother. We see the work that you're putting in. Let us make a, it doesn't even have to be like put it in regular rotation. Make a Evo ranked edition, right? And just drop another playlist in right below ranked and have his maps put in there with the new, you know what I mean? Like something to just kind of spice stuff up, you know? I think it would do really well. Especially with like how people are talking, like it seems to have a really good like I'm blanking on the word here. Like everyone seems to be enjoying it. Like the community seems to really be like I'm not seeing a lot of negatives, you know.
I can give you one
And
more
I
positive.
oh
On recharge, he added the skewer where the camo is.
I did see a clip where he was like the skewers like so good in Halo or something like that, and I was like, is Lucid playing pubs? I didn't know what was happening, so that's good to know. I was kind of confused on that.
Yeah, that was one of his like that's one of the big things he's doing, right? He's changing the power weapons. He's removing power ups and replacing them for something else. Um, like he's literally changing the pacing of maps. And he's also, a lot of people don't realize this, and I think me and you have talked about this. You know those parts of the maps that are parts of the maps, but we can't access them. Do you know what I mean when I say that?
What you mean by that? Now,
So like
oh,
Aquarius,
like
like the grates that go underneath where the heat wave is. So there's a spot on Aquarius where under that heat wave is an open area. It just has air duct like
oh,
grates in, like in the normal map. You can walk up to the grates and look through the grates, but if you go into Forge, you can remove those grates and a whole bottom section of Aquarius. I mean, it's very small, but it's like a way to get from bottom C to P side without having
that's
to.
kind of cool though.
Lucid went in, removed the grates. Um, if you play Bazaar, which Lucid added in Evo, Bazaar is an Evo. Um, you can go from bottom tree in one of the spawns to bottom mid. You don't have to go up top to lockers because he opened the door to a spot on the map that was built but blocked off. Like he's doing things like that on maps. There is one, I can't remember directly.
Hmm.
Let me see if I can Google it. I doubt it. But there is one. Oh, it's Streets. I didn't know this existed. But he added in a weapon. I can't remember what weapon. But on Streets, he actually opened a whole side of the map that I didn't know existed. I mean,
Wait, how? Like where? Like
well,
in?
it apparently exists. Like if we went into
I know, but like
Streets,
where? Like what side of the map?
I'd have to pull up his video and probably just
Okay.
watch it, honestly. Um,
Yeah.
but like that's how crazy it is. You know what I mean? Is
Yeah.
he went in and on Streets, and this is just me probably just being it, out of touch. It's not really our favorite map as a team. Um, but it's one of those things where that's a map I didn't know had it. Um, and now there's a whole open lane on Streets to go from one spot to another. And I mean, he's adding
I
the
get that.
Mangler bat. he's adding the Avenger, the SMG into it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think personally, and this is where the Halo community, I'm trying to see if I can find the streets one, needs to look at this and be like, hey, this isn't crazy. This isn't something out of the ordinary. A pro player honestly thinks this works for these maps. And it's not just some random guy saying, look, I made a map. It's a pro player that, made it.
That
And
has like a better understanding of how the system works, like how the mechanics work, how the game like systems work. Like I agree with you 100%. I think that like he should be able to have some sort of conversation in getting these maps added or listed somehow where we can use them or I mean like I know you said we can already use them, but like actually have them in rotation.
yeah,
Um I just I just don't think 343 or I keep saying 343. I don't think Halo Studios is going to do anything. Like that's the thing that sucks to me is like I genuinely don't think they're ever going
I agree.
to do that.
I agree. I mean, we do have a few pros that officially work at Halo Studios under the comp scene, so um, maybe there could be some leeway into this. I found the spot on streets. It's hard to explain, so I'll show you when we're done here. Um,
Like
but like, I mean, like just to see that Lucid is doing what we did in Halo 2, Halo 3, outside of like changing the layout of the map. You know what I mean? The
mhm.
settings, the way the game worked, how you started was like Halo competitive was all made by the players, not by Bungie at the time. It was Bungie. But it was made by the players, and Bungie didn't really. They may have gave you a ranked mode in 3, but like if you went to an event, all the settings you had and everything was player community made. I think Lucid's bringing that part back, which is why I like it. Um, is it's a
Like what
hmm?
what are they going to do if I mean yeah, I guess they probably could do something, but like okay, let's say DreamHack Birmingham comes around. And like I do realize that would be kind of difficult because we don't really know how that format's going to look with not as many like partner pro teams coming in. But like imagine if like all the teams that were like going to be playing on main stage came together, had a group conversation and were like, "You know what? We're not going to play unless you guys let us play Lucid's maps." You know what I mean? Like I don't know how easy is, you know, that's like a big ask, but like imagine if they did that. You know what I mean? Like
I think it's actually fairly easy of an ask this season, right? Because it's not HCS.
yeah.
We're playing Halo. And I think that's where it changes, right? We're not playing the Halo Championship Series. We're playing Halo competitively, and I think it's possible. So, like, if this does blow up, changes could be made to future formats like the like DreamHack Atlanta and whatnot. But I mean, I would say it's possible, but they have to want to do it. And Lucid's not playing this season. It really depends how this Friday goes, who plays in it. Because like if Shopify likes it, you know, um,
Yeah.
we're supposed to get a phase roster at some point, but they still haven't announced that. So it's just one of those things. It really depends what happens and who does what. I think it's possible. And I think someone just needs to bite that bullet and say that they they want it. And someone just needs to be like, all right, cool. Yeah,
Let us make it happen.
yeah, I know somewhere we should make it happen.
Oh. Oh, yeah. I can't talk on that somewhere. But yeah.
If I would say any side events in See Halo this year, or if we do anything Quigley, I would love to drag these maps and have like an event based around these settings. Um,
Mhm.
because quite honestly, it's a different game from what Halo is now to looking at the maps and looking at the settings and everything. It's a different game. It really
Yeah.
is. So, I mean, he put the Sentinel beam in there. Just saying, he did that. Lucid, the GA master, put a bunch of these weapons into it.
Where's the Mangler?
It's on live fire. Look at
We're
him.
back. We're so back.
You get what I'm saying? Like, look at like the GA
We
Mac.
are back.
Yeah, it's exciting. I can't
I
believe it.
actually want to play it now. I was a little hyped before, but like now actually hearing how like
Well, I'll show you the maps when we're
serious it
done.
all is.
When we're done here, I'm gonna show you the maps because I feel like you are missing out on what is there.
Oh, I feel like I'm missing out.
But no, I think it's gonna be very exciting. I hope there's something that comes out of it and in events wise. Because we just don't have a lot. I mean, if you look at the February calendar, it's all DreamHack, and even I don't know. Clutch Academy had multiple events last month, but don't this month, and I don't know if that's a Clutch Academy thing or is that a grassroots thing? Like Halo's like we don't have enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things. I don't want Halo to like cater to HCS or these events because they don't think they quote unquote have time. I think you can have as many events as many of community events as you want and format it a certain way. Maybe Clutch Academy uses these maps and modes. So just saying, it's out there. Think about it. Think about it. Please, God, give us some crazy Halo this season. Is really all I ask for.
It would be nice to watch some really interesting Halo. Something different, you know, like after we've had the same thing for so long.
Speaking of interesting Halo, now we can kind of dive into our work life here at College Halo. Your face,
which is
just how the setup matches. Like starting into the season, we get back-to-back YCP games. We get YCP UNA, we get YCP OU, and they were good games. It's not like there was a steamroll from UNA on YCP. It's not like YCP blew over OU. You know what I mean? They were good games. And
well, we missed one on the stream that was a little bit of a steamroll, but they're new team.
Yeah, that one's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Montana State, I'm glad they're back, right? I'm glad
that is true. That is true. At the end of the day, very happy that we have teams returning.
I'm really glad they didn't take the last season and they're like, I'm not going to play this season.
Yeah.
Something came out of it. I think that was really cool. But I mean, let's talk about this format. Okay. Now we were kind of hit with a little curveball because YCP UNA technically wasn't a week 1 game. But I was listening to Dave. I'll explain the format, right? Because he was explaining the format. We had all those people that were being like rated
Explain
and
the format that Dave explained 3 times.
He explained it so many times. I'm like,
he did.
I'm like, Dave, this is great. I think we figured it out.
Wait, so you just want a quick like explainer of the format in general?
Well, I'm gonna say what I thought the format was gonna be.
Okay.
Or at least my directive of how the format was gonna be run. I had assumed that we were gonna have the pods and we have our 4 pods. And based on the weeks or whatever, you remember how we used to get like a schedule and they were like week 7 you have to play 2 games, you know what I mean, to make playoffs. Like we had that. I thought it was going to be like that where they were like, all right guys, if you're in pods B and C who have 5 teams, you have to play 2 matches in week 1, or you have to play round 1 and round 2 in week 1 and then round 3 and 4 in week 2. That way, week 3 comes around, you only have to play your final match, and then week 4 is when the pods get restructured, for balancing, right?
Mhm.
I thought it was going to run more linear, right? Like your round one, round two, like your round one mattered in a sense, like you had to play in order or whatever. Um, which I guess that's just me being like, okay, we'll play in order like we always did at Full Sail. You know what I mean? Um,
We didn't. I mean, there were a few times where we went a little off script because the team couldn't make it, and we had to like go like we had to play 2 in a week or something like that. But I don't.
but I just when the whole thing was like, you got to play your matches came about,
Mhm.
um, more or less, it seems that it has now been adjusted to you have to play your matches by week 4. And it like
Yeah.
right now, like we have to play our matches by week 4, and I wasn't necessarily like on that wave. I was on the wave like if you have your round one, you got to play your round one within the Thursday to Thursday. Not, I mean,
It-
even in
I think it.
conversations,
I think it messes up certain matchups. Like I mean, if you're watching this, you've already seen it. Um, we just recently had YCP versus UNA, and that was supposed to be like technically, if you're not a video viewer, if you're an audio listener, I have quotation marks. I'm doing quotation marks with my fingers here. Technically, a week 3 matchup was played week 1 because I
right?
guess scheduling conflicts and things like that. So YCP and UNA played this week. And it's like that's one of those matchups where it's like, dude, I would really love to see that later in the season,
After
Like
some reps are
and,
made,
and,
and
and yeah, like that's one thing from just like a viewership standpoint in general because like that's a banger matchup. Like we always love to have UNA and YCP. And so I think it would have been like a really cool matchup to have later on in the season rather than literally week 1, but it is a good kickoff matchup too, I guess. Um, but yeah, like rep wise, like YCP has a new player coming in, and they're playing the veteran roster of UNA, and
yeah,
it's like you got to think like if maybe we had 2 weeks for YCP to kind of get the ball rolling, right? They get that win over OU, maybe they play their week 2 team, and then they go into week 3 with a little bit more structure around their team. Maybe there's like a chance that we see a game 5, and I'm not saying that it really changes the
oh,
outcome. I do
it
think
was
UNA was going to
close,
win that.
close.
Um, yeah, but I mean, like there was definitely some moments where we saw YCP show some potential where they may could have pushed that series a little bit farther. We didn't get to see that, and I think that that could have come later. Um,
I agree, right? Like
yeah.
I think if I'm gonna be honest, if YCP made it to map 5, they might have taken the series.
You think they would have won another Slayer? I don't know if they would have won. What was Map 5 in that series? Do you know?
I can't even remember, but
I can't either.
I don't know if they actually showed us on screen or anything. Because
Yeah.
they were just showing it after the fact, like who won it or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't know. I really did like. I mean, that first Slayer YCP. I mean, UNA brought it back. UNA will always bring it back in Slayer. It's just the matter of is it too far gone in Slayer? Is UNA's problem? And YCP was up by like 11. So steadily up by 11 until like near the end. But I mean, like back to like the format thing. It's I guess I just kind of thought the weeks were going to matter more than the necessity of being done by week 4. You know what I mean? I
Hmm.
because like I just assume that's how it was, which makes our prediction show a little wonky, but at least with it, it's something that it's like okay, we know YCP UNA happened. That's only one game, and honestly, if you look at this, like if you look at the reschedules, everyone is kind of following that format of okay, who are my round ones? Let me schedule these. Who am I? You know what I mean? Um, the only one that didn't was YCP and UNA after I reviewed it all. Like when it came to reschedules, they were the only ones that came early. Um, so I don't necessarily know if that's going to be the same like for everybody. I kind of question it for
Yeah.
Fisher, and I don't know if you can look at it real quick. Has Fisher rescheduled anything?
I am checking right now, actually, because you were saying that. No, no, they are not. But let's
See,
keep it 100% honest with you. If somebody's going to reschedule with Fisher, they got to message Fisher because Fisher sure ain't doing nothing.
you gotta message 5 people and make sure someone tells Mason to check his Discord notifications that he has a message.
Yep.
Like, I love, even Mason says it to me all the time. He's like, I don't check my Discord notifications. Didn't even realize the DM came through. So shout out to everybody that needs to get a Fisher match. Just message 5 people, probably Dave or Tuco, like somebody that will just be annoying somewhere. Tuco's everywhere. He's in Discord. He's in our Twitch chat. Tuco's great.
He's probably listening to this call right now.
He probably is, actually. We should just give him perms and see if he ever notices. But just like the format aspect, it feels like obviously we're testing the waters, and I really hope come that week 4 when we rearrange the pods, we actually see some actual like crazier matchups. I want to say like YCP UNA was pretty crazy because YCP, if nobody watched it, go watch VOD, go watch whatever to get the perspective. But God, YCP was fighting, and no one expected that. I mean, I don't know about you, but I didn't expect that.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, you can never count out Goob and Naz. Like they're a good duo. They're a staple duo in College Halo. Um, but honestly, that Slayer surprised me big time. Like I won't lie. So
Yeah,
they definitely came out and made an impact. And I gotta say, like, and I was saying this, um, we pushed our prediction show back so we could watch those 2 matches live on stream, and we were watching, and I was giving him a lot of gas then, and I gotta like give gas now. Like their new player, Frash, I think that's how you say it.
yeah.
From their first scrim against me and the absolute insane team I I made, my bad. Um, to now, like from that first scrim to now, that guy looks like a completely different player. And and I don't even want to say that it's like because he played like a worse off team. Like the team that I scrimmed with would probably go toe to toe with UNA. You know what I mean? And
Right.
so feel like I feel like there's definitely something cooking. Just like I said before, like it's sad that we didn't get to see that matchup later on. But it's definitely like a good look for YCP moving forward. Like if they're able to kind of make that type of showing against UNA, are
Right.
there any teams other than maybe UNA, Fisher, maybe UVU that they're not going to be able to make that showing against still,
See, that's where, I mean, seeing that first matchup, right? And we talked about it in the prediction show. If no one saw it, it will be on YouTube at a later date. Um, Fisher being 2 of their main roster, 1 sub and 1 new, right? Like their original sub is now on the main roster, and they have 1 new player,
Yep.
correct? Okay. Or 1 old player coming back is what it is.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
They have a sub, from what I understand, and I could be wrong here. They have a sub coming in. The guy who was their sub all this time coming in. He does play Halo. He knows what he's doing. I'll say names. Why am I getting weird? Alvi is coming in. From what I understand, I don't, and I need to check League OS and see 100%.
Right.
Alvi is coming in. It's going to be Maysky, Alvi, Dalet, and Hunnit, who will be returning. Hunnit played COD for Fisher, and I believe he still
Yep.
does. So he'll be playing Halo. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean, who plays COD actually anymore? It's crazy.
okay, you can't talk.
Hey, I have benched myself. Thank you very much.
Okay, after all they did for you,
After all they
I'm
did for
going
me.
pro in Deadlock.
Yo, that game's been popping. I'm not gonna sidetrack.
I've never played, but like a bunch of guys at work want me to play it, so I might try one day.
Yeah, like so. I mean, that game's popping, and I think a lot of people need to
Somebody somebody in the YouTube chat, tell me who my main should be in Deadlock if you know. You guys let me know.
Hard question. We should probably play a few more Overwatch matches till I figure that out.
That is fair. I really just need to only play support in Overwatch. Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real.
Yeah. Well, I mean, did you get to play some? I don't think you did.
I did not get to play support, but I'm telling
Um.
you right now, I play a mean Mercy and Moira. I also used to be a nasty at Diva, but I haven't played tank in a long time. So
Okay. Respect. Um. Anywho, having these
back
mix
to
up.
Halo.
Yeah. Back to Halo. Having these mix ups on teams on Fisher. Um. It's just a matter like, are they playing as much as they were? UNA stayed the same, but like UVU, I definitely know they're playing as much. I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna give Sammy Boy a shout out here. Um, UVU could take it this season.
You think so?
I mean, I was rewatching clips after we got
I don't.
off,
I,
but
go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just
I'll say my piece after you're done. I'm sorry.
I was just
Go ahead.
rewatching clips, and Dilly's on a grind. Tuco, I just don't think has ever changed as a player. He's just good, and I think that
He doesn't need to.
he doesn't need to. And watching YCP do that to UNA, I know UNA is an adaptable team and they can definitely learn. But just insider knowledge, no one's scrimming them. So
let's keep it 100% right now. UNA's Slayer has always been bad because Full Sail used to beat UNA and Slayer. Okay,
yeah,
so like let's you know what I mean.
true.
Like let's give credit where credit's due. UNA looks really good in objective modes. They always have.
Right, 100%. But that's where
So
it's
push
like
UNA game 5.
that's true. Exactly. You can push it, you can win it. But that's where I'm saying is like I don't know. I'm kind of excited for what's to happen. UVU. I mean, I'll say this.
I'm
Naz really shook it up, bro. What?
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it now. And I love UVU. I love Dilly. I love Brooks, Tuco, like all those like. This roster change is not going to change much for Fisher. Like Fisher's still going to be gross. Like I just don't think anybody's really knocking them off this season.
I mean, they're still gross, but I think we officially will have like some comp. You know, Fisher doesn't hit the stage and 3-0 everybody. You know what I mean? I mean, like I said,
yeah. I mean, I guess they are losing Sparty, but like still, I feel like that's a gross team.
I mean, I haven't seen.
Like you got to realize the last time they didn't have Spartan, the one team that beat them had a pro on their team. You see what I'm saying?
That's true, but did you see the rest of the league during that time? We were in it. Okay, us and Red Orange were in it. Us and Red Orange were in it. Okay, so just saying, last shot was doing 360s on us, dude.
True.
So
very next season, Sparty says we're the best team in college Halo. So I mean,
yeah, just saying, dude, that's gonna be a patch on. That's gonna be a shirt one day. I'll tell you what, it's gonna be. It's gonna
put
be
it on a shirt.
It's gonna be the FS Halo logo, and then on the back, it's gonna be Sparty said we're the best.
No, I think it should be. Wait, it needs to be like the exact quote in quotation marks, and then like just under it hyphen Spartan the dog.
Yes, I'll make this happen.
Oh, it was. Wait, these guys aren't going to LAN? They're the best team we've played all season. That's what it was.
Yeah, we're putting on a shirt. It's gonna go on one. And I mean, dude, I'll tell you, that was some gas.
Oh,
and the funny thing is, and I just think the listeners are gonna love this. The funny thing is in that series, we literally said, just sprint at them, and we almost won the Slayer.
We literally just ran at them.
Like,
okay, all right. So back to the structure.
Like, give me your insight.
Was I supposed to?
Give me your insight to like the weeks, how it like.
Okay.
What are you thinking?
So I agree. Well, okay. Originally, I thought it was going to be like like a 2-pod structure where like not really every team would play every team, but there would be like, 4 matchups, and then your top 5 teams from both pods would then get placed into a pod together, and then your bottom 5 teams would get placed. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's what I thought originally, and then they went to 4 pods. So that did kind of shake up my original thoughts because I didn't really know it was going to be 4.
Right.
Um, but I don't hate the structure that we have. I do think that this is going to create like a better play because now you're also splitting up the teams. You're not going to have like one pod with like Fisher and UVU and UNA. You know what I mean?
Right. Not yet.
Now
Yeah.
you might when everything gets restructured, but that's a part of the fun is because once this restructure happens, everything's going to be like way closer, So and it also creates a way better atmosphere, especially for some of those lower teams, some of these newer teams who are just coming in.
Right.
Like some of these guys may not even have to play Fisher at all this season, And I
What a
know that's kind of
blessing.
how that worked with our Division 1, Division 2 system, but at least now it's like they get to feel some of that more Division 1 play because they're playing some of these harder teams. But then if they're getting knocked down to those lower pods, we'll see them have more competitive matches as well.
Right. That part I'm excited about. I'm pretty sure I knew it was going to be 4 from the get go.
I might have just trolled on that, honestly.
You
I
might
just thought it was 2.
you might have been idling. Um, because in our announcement video, the example was 4 pods. Um,
They said Apollo Silas.
you died, bro. What just happened? Oh, I think Ben's crashing. Oh no. What's a Quigley podcast without Ben crashing? He's frozen on the VOD. If anybody wants to go look at it. Well, I don't. Where's my guy? He'll come back here in a minute. It takes him some like kind of pulsating moments of are they coming in? Anyways, yeah, I'll yap more about the pod and wait for Ben to catch up or get back in it. Like 4 pods, I assumed, but I think 2 would have been if it was like 5-5 or. Oh no! Oh, he's back. No camera, but he's in the call. But like the 4 pods, I think is good. I think the shakeup really is 2 of the pods had to be 5 teams. Is where the shakeup is.
All right.
Are you back?
That dude, camera's back on. We're back in Discord. I guess for the rest of my life, Discord is just going to absolutely crash at 11:24 p.m. because this is like basically the same time it happened last night.
That's true, actually. Man, that's
This is
11.
insane. All
That's
right,
crazy.
so awesome. Yeah, pods, cool. Let me just real quickly for the you can keep talking, but for the video uh viewers, I don't because audio listeners sound so much better than video, but video viewers, for the viewers of video, you guys are going to see me very quickly. I'm just going to crash out because I'm tired of Discord.
Yeah, he is crashing out. But yeah, as I was saying, just the 2 pods with 5 people really hurt a little bit of the flow. And I know it's just a happenstance of what we can go to, and we want more teams, and maybe if we had more teams, it would have been a different stance. I think the most ideal is to have 3 rounds or 4 rounds in each pod, right? Which we don't necessarily have right now. I think in the
Yeah.
pods with 4 teams, we have 3 rounds. So I think the ideal is to get each pod to be 4 rounds. So week 4 happens, and then they change it up. So week 5 through 9 are your updated pods, and then you got your playoffs with whoever the top 10 are based on that. But like that, I think that's where the mix up gets, is that the pods with 5 people in it are the real,
Yeah,
because I think it only says 2 matchups a week.
honestly, let's just keep it real here.
Okay. Okay.
They should have just gone on ahead and just auto qualified Fisher for the upper pod and just made 4 pods of 4 teams.
There's 18 teams.
Oh, okay. They should have just auto qualified Fisher and UVU for.
I was like, wait a minute.
I keep forgetting it was 18, not 17.
It was 17 up to the last moment. New Mexico rolling in there.
Yeah.
Um, let's shout out some new teams here. New Mexico, actually very active in the chat.
Not new, coming back.
Well, it's a new team. It's not the same team.
Well, yeah. Returning school, new team.
New team.
My bad.
Very active in the chat. Now, it was a let's get people to play Halo. It was a Kaiser situation. So we don't necessarily know how this is going to go. Are we practicing, or like what the deal is? But I mean, let's talk about those bottom teams: New Mexico, Montana State. We don't really know a lot about Butler, but Butler's playing Montana State next week. So what are we thinking?
I'd love to see that streamed, honestly. I wish.
It's probably Tuesday. It's probably going to be streamed.
That would be great. I mean, like honestly, I'd love to see some of these like I hate to say lower teams, but like lower seeded, in the sense that like, well, and we really don't know what Butler is going to bring. Like I haven't been able to get really any deep like information on Butler's team, and so I don't really. I mean, they may come out and just absolutely slam, and we might be looking at the Fisher killer. You know what I mean? I don't think anyone knows what we're going to be walking into with that. So.
That's true. I don't know if their League OS names are their actual names, right? So we're kind of in the dark.
Ban them. They're fake accounts.
Get them out. But we had,
we love Butler, I think.
Yeah, we'll see. Butler actually posted the reschedule. Butler was the one that posted the reschedule for the Montana State game. So
let's check real quick.
Conversations are happening. Moves are being made. So we'll see what happens there. And I really do hope that there is some action. I hope there is maybe Montana State gets a little bit of fire when they are playing a team that's closer in caliber, right? Because it always sucks playing the best teams and not being able to go anywhere. But we'll see how it goes, because I don't think they.
I was about to ask Butler's captain in general chat, yo, what's your
gamer tag?
What's your gamer tag? Because I was gonna look him up, and then I was like, wait a second, I can't ask him there, because if he drops it in there, then everybody who has to play the season is gonna look up his gamer tag. We gotta wait. We gotta let him surprise us,
Yeah, let's let him surprise us.
I'm hoping for a good surprise.
Yeah, we'll on Tuesday we'll see what the gamer tags are. We'll see what's happening. But that is, I mean, officially brand new on new, because Montana State only played like 2 games last season. The rest they FF. I mean, if anybody watched the prediction show, if it was a Montana State game on the screen, it was 3FF. Is it
3FF?
Yeah. So Montana State surprised us. You played your first game, and it was against UNA, which is crazy.
That is a rough one to walk into first game.
Yeah,
I can't lie.
Feel bad for those pods. I wonder who created those. It was League OS.
They were of course auto generated. Duh. I
think that part messed it up too. Is the auto generation, which it should have been auto generated right off rip. 100% agree.
You know what? New idea. I'm gonna pitch it soon. I'll just say it here. Maybe it gets turned down. Probably will. New idea. Next season, we have a council. We have a council. There's going to be. It has to be like an uneven number. So like, let's say like all of like the admins. So like, of course, you've got Connor, Eder, or sorry, CNRL, Dog Bear, and Odin.
Okay.
Everybody knows who I'm talking about. I don't know why and then you have like, I don't know, like two, maybe like me and you, because that'll make five.
Okay.
And then four players who are like voted in from like, like we have a vote of all the players. They vote in four players, and the nine of us come together and make these pods. We vote on these pods, right? That have nine, so that there can't be like a tie, right? We have a deciding factor, right? And so we can make these pods as balanced as we think they can possibly be to start out. And then, of course, when things go crazy, they get the restructure. I think that would go crazy.
I like it. I mean, I think it's a good
Kind of like
idea.
we have like the college football playoff like commission or whatever, like the commissioners, like the people who like decide who's making it in. Like we at the start of the season we actually create the. I don't know if we can even do that with League OS. Like I'm just spouting some crazy stuff right now, but
I don't know, dude.
we'll figure it out.
League OS is something completely crazy. But I mean, I like the idea. I do actually very much like the idea. Um because but we would have to have everybody's got to sign up on time. We would have to not have the surprise you're starting today post. I think that messed it up too.
Well, we knew when it was going to start because we had roster locks.
Right, but I thought we were gonna. I'm gonna be honest. I thought we were gonna have roster locks and signups, and then a week break for the start of the season. We had roster lock, and then it started. You know what I mean? It was like,
I thought roster lock the 4th.
yeah,
Yeah, so we had almost a week. We had
or no,
6 days.
we had roster lock, and then signups. So it was really roster locks. Give me your transcripts, and then it was like automatically start without all the transcripts. So that's where I was like, I thought we had time. I thought we were waiting on transcripts, and then it was like, no, we're starting. But that's also me. Like, I guess
Fair enough.
or us, we maybe should have asked more questions for our prediction show.
True, yeah. I should have done my job. Whoops.
Damn it, Ben. Had one job. But I mean, next time we got it, we're good. And then we'll figure out. Ben's got to quit.
True.
Ben's got to quit his job.
Oh yeah, I do. True.
Yeah, then we can bring it back to Mondays and we won't have issues. I gotta leave my team so we can bring it back to Mondays and won't have issues.
I forgot from stream last night. I had to make my tweet.
Yeah, you gotta make your tweet. For anybody, we got gifted enough subs for Ben to tweet at AliX. So go like that and talk about
Don't say it on the pod. Don't say it on the pod. Don't say it on the pod. Like, why are we?
It's too late. I said it on the pod. Just saying. I mean, that's really all the news we have talking about the pods and everything coming into College Halo. Definitely tune in. We got a lot of raids last night. Ben, do you have anything else? I know this was a shorter episode, but really we just need some matchups to unfold that we can kind of talk about, and maybe some Halo updates that are going to happen, because we'll have Birmingham that just happened, next weekend. Obviously, Shopify is your opening number one champ. There's not much talking there. Your second place, I think, was Penguins team.
Shopify is going to win the next 4, and then they're going to win Birmingham, and then they're going to win all the ones leading into Atlanta, and then they're going to win Atlanta, and then
yeah, so
they're going to win the LVT major. Like,
Shopify is going to be owning it. But I mean, that's all I got. You got anything?
yeah. We did get an announcement for NECC LAN. I do not know if Halo is going to be involved because they may have announced games by now. I don't know though. They announced the dates and like where it's going to be. It's going to be in Texas again, like second or third week in May. And then under it, they said like they would be announcing games soon. So I don't know if Halo is going to be involved, but that'd be cool if they are. Of course, it's always cool to see our players and our teams get recognition for finals and things like that. Of course, also huge that there wasn't something like this back in the fall. So UNA and Odin and Connor and everybody stepped up and threw a last minute land for the players in D1. But yeah, other than that, I got nothing. I think hey, Halo Studios, lock in, get us some elusive maps in there.
Yeah, definitely. I don't see anything. No, they're announcing partnerships. And whatnot. I don't see anything. I think. Oh wait, here we go. No, that's a partnership announcement. See, they're partnered with ROG, or whatever, or Republic of Gamers. NECC is now partnered with the Republic of Gamers.
Oh yeah. I did see that.
That was cool. Shout out to Naz, digital media team for NECC. But I'm trying to see if I can find it real quick so we can end on this note. But Connor's the Counter-Strike 2 assistant manager?
That is correct. He started that last season, I believe, and then now it's kind of growing a little bit more, but yeah.
Oh. Asked him if he needs some help. There's only bad blood with Quigley at this point. I'm so funny.
What?
What? Leave me alone, bro.
I have no clue what this guy's talking about. We're just gonna look, bro.
Like, I had to tease.
Is that all? So is that what we got?
I just really wanted to see if they posted it. I don't look. To be fair, NECC hasn't. I don't know if they've had a chance to post the College Halo stuff or if they're trying to cook anything, because they post everything, right, with their graphics of like who won and whatnot on each esport. I know we're working a lot with them, and I just don't know what stage that College Halo is at with them, but maybe we'll start seeing more posts on NECC side about us. It does kind of hit a nail on the head that NECC finals is during Atlanta, but I agree with you. I think it is cool that they do want us involved, and we'll see what happens with that. It's just it's during a really big event where they have CSGO, COD, and Halo at it. So we'll see what unfolds there. But yeah, that's what we got. I think you're good to sign us off, Ben.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are super appreciative for you guys sticking through this episode. Once again, I still don't know what the episode is. Episode number, I don't know. But we do appreciate you for watching all the way into the end, and we will see you in the next one. Make sure you guys are tuning in. We are starting the prediction show back up, so you guys can catch that as of right now on Tuesday nights. If a schedule change happens, we'll be sure to let you know. You can check out our Twitter to get all those types of announcements, join our Discord, whatever else is there to do.
Yeah, all that.
Peace. Take it easy. Have a wonderful, we'll see you in the next one.
Everything he said. Peace.